Yo guys, what is up? It's Theme Park Avenger here, back again, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5, or not even top 5, just general, some secrets of Alton Towers. Lots of people have done this. The idea that I got it off was off Joseph Bracken, so make sure you sub to his channel. He helped a lot making this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. The X Sector is without doubt the most popular area in the park, loved by both GP and coaster enthusiasts alike. With the Smiler having the most inversions in the world and Oblivion being the first dive coaster, the area has quite a lot of history. And if you don't know something Alton Towers do, they have the secret weapon program. I think everyone knows about the Smiler's extended queue with the SW7 on the wall and the support. However, something you may not know is that Oblivion also shows its codename SW4. If you look on the side of the observation tower, you can clearly see it reads SW4. It's carved into the stone wall. This is a pretty cool feature, and definitely when you're in, around Oblivion, definitely take a look for it. Everyone knows about Submission, but there was actually a flat ride before this, located in the area. The ride was called the Energizer, later moved to Ugland and renamed the Bone Swinger. It was added along with Enterprise with the addition of Oblivion to add more theme into the brand new X Sector area in 1998. Sake of the video, I'm going to start off with Rita. Rita actually has a bit more information than most people think. Now, for starters, a fact that not many people know is that Rita was actually meant to go to Oakwood Theme Park in Wales. Now, however, at the last minute, Oakwood declined as Rita was too much for them to handle, and instead, I believe they built Speed No Limits in place of it. Due to this, Alton Towers decided to buy Rita instead, and while it's definitely not the most popular ride, it is definitely a good ride that definitely goes well in the lineup at the park. Another fact about Rita is, while it's not a world's first, it was actually a Europe's first. It is Europe's first intimate accelerator roller coaster, which many people don't actually know. So yeah, that is actually quite an interesting fact about Rita. Without doubt, one of the most beloved rides in all of Alton Towers is the Corkscrew. Built in 1980, it was Europe's first looping roller coaster. No other ride in Europe actually went upside down, except the Corkscrew back in 1980, so it was very revolutionary. Interesting fact about the Corkscrew is that this has had the longest queue time out of any ride in Europe. When it first opened, the queue time for this ride was 6 hours on opening day. And I actually believe this is actually the second longest behind, Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure at Universal, which had a 10-hour queue time. So, as well as being very revolutionary, it also has a record for pretty much having the longest queue in all of Europe, which is pretty crazy. Many people know that Spinball Wizard used to be called Sonic Spinball with, simple, the Sonic theme. However, that was in 2010, and the ride was made in 2004. So what was it actually called in theme before Sonic? Now, the answer is pretty simple: Spinball Wizard. It had pretty much the exact same theme it does have today, and the exact same name. However, there was a few slight differences. For starters, as you can see in this photo, the supports are a complete different colour, or at least a type of blue. The supports now are a very dark blue, probably because of the Sonic sort of colours, whereas back then they were a much brighter turquoisey sort of blue colour. Also, there's quite a few references to Sonic Spinball. If you look on the cars, you can see the Sonic number, and also on some of the not only supports but structures in between the helixes, you can see different characters such as Sonic and Eggman. While Adventureland only inhabits Spinball Wizard and the Playground Park, back in 2009 it actually used to have another coaster. The Beastie, or the Wacky Worm Dragon roller coaster, actually inhabited the area. Unfortunately, this ride is no longer in the park. Despite this though, there are many clones over the UK, and you can actually ride the Pacific ride at a travelling carnival, so overall it's not that bad. that is gone. Forbidden Valley is arguably the second most popular spot in the whole park, just behind X Sector, housing both Nemesis and Galactica, arguably two of the most popular rides in the UK. However, while there's only 2 coasters here today, back in the day there was many more than there are today. We just went over the Beastie, which actually used to be located here before going to Adventureland, alongside the Beast, which was a Jetstar 3 model, and I actually believe it was the very first. The Thunder Looper, which we'll go over again in a minute, also had quite a lot of history here, and you can actually still ride this ride, being one of the only ones at Towers that you can still ride. As well as Nemesis and Air come in. There was also Ripsaw and Blade, which used to operate in the area too. Blade, you can still ride. The next ride that we're going to speak about is the Thunder Looper. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, this was Alton Tower's first shuttle coaster. It was their only ever Schwarzkopf coaster and their first roller coaster to do a first loop-the-loop. And while it wasn't even a Europe's first, it was without doubt a UK first in many different ways. Nemesis has quite a few secrets, and most of them are quite well known by now. However, I have 2 that may be a little less well known, and these are its Europe first achievements. Now, for starters, Nemesis has quite a funny record, and it is, well, the most naked people on any roller coaster in the UK, which is pretty funny if I don't say so myself. But yeah, aside from that achievement, they also have some other achievements. It was the first B&M invert in Europe, the first B&M in Europe. It was the first inverted coaster to go upside down in Europe. So yeah, overall it did have quite a few different achievements, and while it wasn't anything like its counterparts, it was still a great and very revolutionary ride that you can still enjoy today. So guys, that's about going to wrap it up for today. I know I've not gone over many secrets that there are, and I'm definitely thinking of making a part 2. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.